Hello, viewers. First, I'd like to apologize for my voice. I've had sore throat for a few days now, and my voice does not sound really well. But I hope you'll be able to capture what I'm about to transmit. So, this is an application that's a command line application that accepts user input, and we have it's a node application, a backend application, which we've used some packages such as Inquirer in the index. I've used Inquirer to prompt user to ask questions. I've used FS to FS, which is part of the node, to when you install Inquirer and node and npm, the FS comes with the packet. I've also put PN for what was I using PN for? Anyway, I've also installed a PN, uh, NPN, PN here to help me to write do the conversion to PNG, and I've also installed SVG to PNG package as well. So first of all, the first thing that this app should do is to prompt the user for text for trade text. So if we go to terminal, the terminal here what we're using is JIT bash terminal, and if we type in all the packages has been installed. So if I type in node index, so we're using the index file is where we're executing it. Index file contains the init, which calls a prompt. Contains the prompt user. So if we execute index .js, then it should request for three letters. So a request for three characters. So if we put, for example, we can put like OBI in capital letters and say enter. Ask us color. We can say blue. Just say blue, and then enter. And it tells us to choose. We can choose circle, or let's choose. We can choose circle, for example, and it tells us what's the shape, what's the color of the shape. You can say, okay, we want it to be yellow, for example. We say we want it to be yellow, and enter. So you see the string. It has generated the string of the color string. It generated a string with the characteristic that we asked for, and it said that the SVG file has been created successfully. So if we go to see what the SVG file which has been created, go back to the Visual Studio, and then we can see that a file has been created which we call the logo.svg. It contains a string. So logo.svg contains a string version of it. So this is what we've just introduced. You can see the name here, Obi, and the colors that we've kind of chosen yellow and to fill yellow, and the text color blue here. So and then if we look at, he's also created another file called logo.png where he's created the color. It's not as expected to be. It's not very perfect yet. So it's created this one here, and also we can do another one quickly just to see that it changes. That is what we change. So we just go directly to the terminal. Just try a polygon and the triangle and see what comes up. So we prompt it again with node index, node index dot png, no dot, not index dot js. So it tells us choose a character. You can say we want Obi again. Then enter. Say color we want. We say black. We want the text to be black. Okay. And one second. Let's say we want to choose triangle. Choose triangle. Say what color do the triangle? Let's say we want the triangle to be red, for example. It's gonna be ugly, but red. Enter. It says it's been created successfully. So, and if we go back, it's been created, but it's outside. I need to center the whole thing. So it's been created, but it's created outside. I can do that again for the square, which I think is going to be outside as well because text is not going to be centered. But it's still work in progress. And if we look at the SVG logo, you can see that we've the SVG. You can see that we've created the string. Is the correct string. So if we go for the third one, the third shape that we should make, which is a square, which is the square. So if we go to the terminal, so index node dot index, no node index dot js, and then we can choose OB again, or let's just choose DHL for example, and we say which color? Let's make a DHS color yellow and red. I think. No, let's make the text white. Make the text white, and then we're gonna want it to be square. And we which one the color filling color? Let's make it green, for example. No, green color. Enter. So it's been created. So if we go back to the VS Code, you can look at logo.png. You can see that DHL has been created here. Still not perfect. Got to work on it. So that's it for this one. So now we're going to do the test. So I've done the test here. This is this is the shapes. Yeah, this is the shape. This is where I've done the test for each of the shapes. So this first one describes the circle render method. So this test circle render method should return the correct SVG string, and then so it has to be the right dimension. If it's good, if we choose a color, it has to bring out that color in that dimension. But I've purposely made this one to fail. This particular one to fail because it is I've changed the dimension here. It's different from the dimension that I have in the it's different from the dimension that I have here for circle. See, I have 150 here and I have 100 here. So if I kind of do all this and kind of remove all this and do the test, npm test here, it's going to fail. npm npm test. So it's going to fail that one because of that, you know, because it's going to fail on dimension because there are two different dimensions. So it fails on dimension because you see there are two different dimensions that I put here. Okay, if I run the test on the other two, just comment out that one. If I comment out this one and run the test again, it will pass these two. So npm test. So it passed the two because the dimensions are right. So it passed the square render method and the triangle render method. So apart from this, I've not done the to show it in browser. I need to get around to that one and also and also I need to make sure that the image is 300 by 200, but this is how far I've gone so far for now, and I'm going to submit this assignment now. Thank you for listening. And now I'm gonna have to check out and stop sharing.